This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day today. It's a wonderful day here in Brooksville, Florida, and I'm sure it's a wonderful day in Philadelphia and New Jersey, where our co-hosts are Mr. Dolphin Winters. How you doing, my brother?
And good morning, brother. How are you today?
I'm doing good. It sounds like you're just getting out of bed.
Somewhat. You can say that.
Now let's bring on the bearded wonder, Mr. Johnny O.
What's up, Pop Paul? What's up, Dolphin Winners? How are you guys?
Brother, how are you?
Can't complain. That's right. A little chilly in Jersey, but not too bad.
Yeah, next weekend it's actually supposed to be in the 50s in the morning around here.
Well, I'll be down there next weekend.
Well, you'll be farther south, but it won't be quite that cold down there.
Fort Lauderdale. Well, the good thing is this time of year when I fly, I wear my sweatpants and my sweatshirt. So I have them with me because it's chilly when I get home. So I got to have them to walk to and from the car at the Atlantic City airport. So.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting day. I want to see what some of these other teams are doing. We want some certain teams to win, certain teams to lose. Of course, it's all playoff games as far as we're concerned right now.
Well, let's talk about Thursday's game. What a debacle that was by the referees. My gosh.
I missed some of that.
Oh man. Talk about poor officiating. I know Miss Pam likes to bring that up all the time, because she's a diehard Dolphins fan, and when we don't get calls or we get bad calls, she goes nuts. But I don't care about the Ravens. I don't care about the Bengals, either one of them. But the officiating in that game, especially the fourth quarter, was absolutely horrendous. 2 missed face mask calls, at least 2 holding penalty calls. All should have been on the Ravens, not one flag.
Wow.
If I'm a Bengals fan, I'm sitting there going, yep, the NFL's rigged. They don't want us to win. They want Lamar Jackson and, Baltimore to have a good seed in the playoffs. And because that the end of that game was absolutely – and they were replaying the penalties. The broadcast on whatever Prime was replaying. I mean, they're like, yep, there's a face mask here. Yep, this was a face. Twice Burrow got smacked in the face. One of them, his face mask actually got grabbed. The other time he just got smacked. No call on either one.
And you see, that was the one quarter I missed. I fell asleep during the fourth quarter.
Oh, my gosh, was it ugly. I'm like, what are these refs doing? Call the game the same all 4 quarters. I don't care. Be consistent. Nope. There was at least minimum 4 penalties on Baltimore at the end of that, in the fourth quarter of that game, with not one flag. That could have changed the total outcome of the game.
Good morning, Timothy Washington. Yeah, that's a shame when money predicts everything.
Yeah, I don't know what the line was, but
Bengals
Right.
were underdogs. Bengals were
Well,
underdogs, so Bengals covered.
I'm gonna go
I,
check it, see if I can find it.
yeah, I know. I was telling Saul, it was I had two different 6 leg parlays and just $3 bets on each of them, but it was the Ravens that screwed me on both of them.
Mm-mm-mm.
I just checked it. I can't see it. Ravens won by 1, but what a
Yeah,
ridiculous, ugly fourth quarter.
Dan Burke. Good morning,
What
Dan Burke, man.
So,
What's up,
Mr.
Berkster? The
Fun-
Finstones.
As he said, Dolphins won't lose today. Stress-free Sunday.
Yep.
He has a point there.
Yep.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad when our fans have to say on the bye week or a Sunday where we're playing Monday or Thursday that, oh, we don't have to worry about losing.
Yeah, we've had a lot of primetime games this year, and it's like been just detrimental to us.
Well, we keep losing them. We ain't gonna have any next year.
You ain't
Exactly.
never
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we had total of what five primetime games this year. We had
Yeah.
Thursday night against the Bills,
Then we had a Monday night Tennessee.
and then another Monday night against LA. Then we have Thanksgiving night.
Thanksgiving night. Yeah.
And the Jets is to be announced also.
Yeah, that could be Saturday or Sunday. Right now, it's going to be Sunday
Yeah.
because neither team is in the playoff hunt. But if one of them goes on a run or something, or both of them go on a run, and the game means something, they might move it to Saturday, so it's the only game on.
Right.
Timothy Washington says he thinks Panthers will beat the Giants and the Giants will fire their head coach.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that's pretty much the consensus up here in Giants country is they want the coach gone. Doesn't matter what quarterback they put in, the stats are pretty much the same. You know, they're not doing anything offensively, so both the Jets and Giants up here, most of their fans have written the season off, at least the ones I talk to.
Yeah. This is our tailgating morning. As you can see, we're tailgating at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In bed.
That's why we don't get to see Winter's beautiful face.
Mm-hmm.
You off today? Saul, you off today or you got to go to work later?
Yeah, I'm off today.
All right, good.
You sound like you just need a day off.
No, what happened was I went to bed too early and popped up at 2:30 this morning and couldn't go back to sleep.
Uh-huh.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, you're not as old as I am, where you don't wake up and stay up. You wake up and you fall back asleep when you're old like me.
Shoot, I wish that was the case. Trust me, I would love to been able to go back to sleep. And I'm like, man, I'm watching the sun come up. I'm like, this is not good. It's beautiful to watch the sun come up, but
Good morning, hooked up Joe and Scotty.
Hey, Scotty, what's up, hooked up Joe?
Yeah, I just checked the line on our game went down to 1.5.
Yeah, that's gonna be a close game.
Well, we're 12-2 all time versus the Rams, according to Timothy. It's going to be interesting. I said, 34-23 last night to get with us for a win.
Well, if we can score
high
that much,
school.
yeah, I think we have a chance.
And I think we can, especially if we play like we did last week against Buffalo with a good amount of pass run equalization. We didn't overdo one or the other, I didn't feel, last week.
I felt like if we ran the ball some more, we could have won the game, but
Yeah, well, and that's going to be it. Time management, time control, time management is what we need to really step up on. Let's see. Yeah, Thursday night's game, I liked what I saw, but like I said, I fell asleep during the whole fourth quarter. Yeah, see, we got the Giants at Carolina. They're both 2-7. Of course, that's already going on. That's a 9:30 a.m. game. It
Oh,
already started.
they're playing overseas.
Yeah,
Germany, I believe.
Oh, okay.
yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah. Because I get,
Game starts in 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
I've gotten notice for tickets. I get because once you sign up once, you constantly get email notices. Then at 1:00 we got San Fran and Tampa Bay. That should be a good game, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the nationally televised game. Let me check here.
That's on Fox.
Yeah.
And also on Fox, you got New England at Chicago.
Well, in my area in Jersey at 1:00 on CBS is Steelers Commanders, and on Fox is 49ers Bucks.
Okay.
And then at 4:00 you got Jets Cardinals, and that's the only game on because the Jets are on, so Fox can't put a game on here.
Yeah, because there's 4:00. Otherwise, you have on Fox you have Tennessee and Chargers. 4:25, you got Philadelphia and Dallas.
That's going to be a slaughter.
I hope so. I hope Philly kills them.
And you also on CBS, you also have the Jets at Arizona.
I'm gonna be really honest with y'all. I'm gonna be really pissed if the Jets beat Arizona.
Yeah.
Since we lost to them, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what's going to be a game I would love to see for Denver to beat Kansas City.
Oh, it can happen because Denver's
yeah.
that sneaky team. Denver's that sneaky team that can beat Kansas.
Plus, they're fighting to make sure they can make it the playoffs, and they're 5-4 right now, but it's at Kansas City. It's the whole thing.
Mm.
Well, Mahomes is a little banged up with his ankle, so I mean, he's still the best player in the league, but
yeah. I'm not a fan of his, but he gets out there and plays even when he's banged up and hurt. But I think that San Fran Tampa Bay being in Tampa Bay is going to be a good game.
depends on which Tampa offense shows up. The one that moves the ball and put points on the board, or the one that looks like they're inept and turn the ball over and can't do a damn thing with it.
Well, that's the way Mayfield is. He's always been inconsistent in his gameplay. One game he's great. He looks like an elite quarterback. The next game he's just not there. Good morning, Red, White, and Bills. How you doing, my brother? It's been a while.
What's up?
And San Fran gets Christian McCaffrey back today, so
Boy.
Scotty says, laughing out loud, Mahomes is 100% faking his ankle injury. Don't fall for the fake heroics.
yeah, he's had ankle problems most of his career. He still plays through it, but
The NFL script writers are now putting in fake heroic storylines.
if there's script writers, do me a favor, write the script where the Dolphins win like the next 7 or 8, so we have something to look forward to the last couple games of the season.
Right.
That would be nice. That would be nice. What's your thought on us releasing Philly?
Releasing who?
Philly. Brandon Philly? You remember him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met that kid his rookie year out in, where were we? L.A.? I forget.
Yeah, they released him. Of course, they say that we'll try and get him back on the practice squad if he clears waivers.
No, they just,
I'm still wondering why they released him.
well, that's the thing. When it comes to that stuff, we never find out why.
Right.
Is it, it'd be nice if NFL teams, and obviously they don't have to, but it'd be nice if they say, hey, we're releasing this guy for lack of production or, not learning his position well enough, or, give us a little something, give us more to talk about.
Yeah, Scotty said he's been looking for info on why we let Philly go. There's nothing. He also says if our O-line keeps improving, he could see us making the playoffs. It'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, if the O-line can improve, well, who's out today? Who did I see?
Jackson, I think, is off today.
Yeah, Jackson's out today.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Mm-mm.
Well, Lamb is the next man up.
Yeah. But
hopefully he can be the next man up, in his play. I haven't seen anything as far as any articles going on.
says Tyreek Hill questionable because of wrist. He'll play. I mean, they list him as questionable all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's questionable. It's going to be an interesting game. We'll see. Scotty says he was originally against Paul at right tackle, but at this point, I want to see rookies being developed their rookie season. No more waiting like Cam. He wants Paul over Lamb.
Yeah, the only way Paul's playing is if Armstead goes down.
I was about to say that.
Good morning, Kenna Rankin.
Paul should develop into a good player, but he's just a pure left tackle. I mean, he's not.
I mean, that's all he played in college was left
Right.
tackle.
He's a pure left tackle. He's not a guy that jumps from guard to tackle, and he's a pure left tackle, and that's why they drafted him, was to replace Armstead. So I don't see him playing unless Armstead gets injured.
Right.
Timmy says, I would see it say Rams 3 rookies on defense are balling versus Frisk and Kitchens.
Well, the Rams are they've won 3 in a row?
Yeah, they're on a win streak right now, but we can always break that win streak very easily. Russell stating that Denver loses to KC 28-17 and San Fran beats Buccaneers by 10 or more. Okay, Russell. Well, appreciate your input.
What's up, Russell?
What's up, Russell?
Morning.
Jump on here, brother.
He doesn't do that. He just listens through Twitter. He listens through Twitter.
Yep.
So I hope he's doing well this morning. So can't wait to see him again. We had a good time that weekend.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry I didn't make it to Maria's thing that Friday night. I was in bed early that Friday night. I wasn't feeling good. Timothy says Tennessee will upset the Chargers. That'll be interesting. I think Chicago can still beat New England, even though New England's going to have a bolstered defense right now. They have a good defense. They just haven't been doing anything on offense. And so many. Go ahead.
We have, the way I look at it is this: we need to have Chicago beat New England. So, just the fact of the matter, hypothetically, if we lose to the Rams, the last thing we need to do is be tied.
Yeah. No. Then you got Buffalo and Indianapolis. Buffalo in. They're in Indianapolis.
Mm.
Yeah, but Buffalo should still win that game pretty easy. I was not impressed with Indy's team when I was there. They're not that good of a team.
Right.
I'm just hoping. I'm hoping they can beat Buffalo in some ways, but at the same time, if Indianapolis loses, that puts them further back in the wild card chances and stuff.
Yeah, and Indy owns the tiebreaker over us.
Over us, yes, I know that, but we need certain teams, like I'm saying, for us to get a chance at the wild card and stuff. We need some of these teams to start losing. And who is quarterback for Indy? Are they switching back to AR? We got to wait and see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying Will Levis and Bryce Young will play well enough to save their job for next season.
Well, Bryce Young's starting today for Carolina, so.
Tell you, should have. I don't know what happened to New Orleans. It's Atlanta at New Orleans. They looked so well the first two games. They looked like they were going to be something real big contenders the first two games. And then they just fell off the face of the earth. They've lost 7 games since then.
Yeah, they won their first 2 and then lost every other game.
Yeah, they're on a 7-game losing streak.
Yeah.
I mean, that's... Yeah, but I mean, to start off the way they did, scoring the way they did the first 2 games, they had, something like 97 points the first 2 games?
Mm-hmm.
And then haven't done shit after that.
Teams figured that shit out. That's what happens. They like, not us.
Timothy saying injuries hurt Saints. Well, I think it's more than that, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I always say. We always complain about our injuries. Every team goes through it every year. Just unless you're following that team, you don't necessarily see all the injuries, the guys missing games and stuff like that.
Yeah. Tonight we got the Lions at Texans. That should be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans have been up and down too. I mean,
They have been up and down. They lost some games they shouldn't have lost. But it's going to be at Texas. But Lions are freaking tough.
yeah.
And they are really tough this year.
That's my pick in the NFC. That's my pick.
I mean, they are something else. But they shouldn't have lost this last game, the Lions, really. Get exactly who they played, but I know it was a good game, and they shouldn't have lost it. Three and a half hours to go till. Unless you're getting ready to watch the North Carolina Giants game.
Yeah, they still setting up. They still on the field.
Yeah, I tried to watch freaking some college yesterday because we don't have any regular TV channels. We have Roku and streaming.
Yes.
I couldn't find nothing. And ones I could find wanted you to pay some astronomical amount to join their stream. You know, it's like, get out of here.
Right.
I wanted to watch some of the college games yesterday. Well, the Giants in Carolina are scoring as much points as we are per game on an average.
Right.
I think our average went up a little bit after these last two games. The Giants are 31st with 15.4 points per game. Carolina's 28th with 16.3. Now, see, the Giants are number one with total defensive sacks.
Right.
They have 35 sacks this year. That's a lot of sacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's over 3.5 sacks a game. A lot of sacks, but they only have one interception for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, of course, 32nd with that. Yeah, the Giants aren't looking too good.
Sorry, I went to check something and it kicked me out.
No problem. Nothing to be sorry about. I was saying that the Giants and Carolina average about the same as we do points per game. 15.4 for Giants and 16.3 for Carolina.
Yeah, but at least we could say we had 5 games without Tua.
Yeah. But I tell you what I was impressed by was the amount of sacks that the Giants have.
Oh, yeah, their nose tackle is unbelievable.
They have 35 sacks. That's over 3.5 sacks per game.
Yeah, their nose tackle has causing
It's
a
actually
lot of problems.
because it's only been 9 games played, unless they've had a bye week. I don't know what their record is right now. They're at 4 sacks per game. So I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot more than we got.
Oh yeah, and maybe next year we can get him in a trade or something. Yeah, we only have 10 sacks, and we're ranked 31st as far as that goes. We're 15th for rushing yards per game at this point. We're 30th for passing yards per game. Where LA don't have much of a rushing game at all. They're 30th with only 97.1 yards per game rushing.
Well, I'm not overly concerned about their rushing game. I'm more concerned about their passing game and our corners being able to switch and cover and stay with them.
Exactly, because their passing's ranked 16th. Yeah, we moved. We're last in points per game at 15.5. So even the Giants have scored more points than we have per game. And Carolina, too. That's sad.
Yep, especially with the talent we have on offense.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. River Craycraft is questionable. He could show up. He was full participation in practice.
Well, thank you. Oh, boys, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Austin Jackson's the only one that's out, according to this. So I mean, we're looking pretty good. Zach Sealer was full participation in practice. He's going to have a shield on.
He better.
I was just going to say that he better have a shield on. Timothy Washington's saying, imagine if the Giants draft Cam Ward with Malik, and that defense would be nasty. For gentlemen speaking on injuries, Miami is in top 5 most injured teams this season, and is also in that distinct group of the last 3 years.
And the Giants just got their first sack of the game.
Jesus.
Second play of the game.
Wow. I mean, was it the nose tackle?
No, it looked like it was a corner, and he got him for. They had run a play on first down. He rolled out and got smacked as soon as he rolled out and lost a ton of yards. So it was 3rd and 13. Now it's 4th and 4. So
that was a quick 3 and out.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty healthy for the most part, I guess you would say.
Maybe that's why the line's falling. I don't know, because it went from 2.5 to 1.5.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that's out is Austin Jackson. You have Patrick McMorris, which is questionable, but all these questionables, are part of the game. Alec Ingold is questionable. Javon Holland is questionable. Tyreek Hill is questionable. And then River Craycraft. See, the Rams have out Neville Gallimore and Rob Havenstein are both out. Then, of course, Cam Curl, Kevin Dotson, and Christian Roseboom are all questionable. But, them not having Neville Gallimore is a hell of a defensive tackle. And so them not having them, that could help us out a little bit. That could be another reason why the line dropped also. So in a lot of ways, we are a favorite this game because your standard line is 2.5 points automatically to the home team.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know we had Gallimore and we cut him, Scotty. That's Sealer and Hill are game time decisions. Well, they're not saying he's out right now. That's for sure.
Well, that's questionable. So they can say yes, they're playing, or no, they're not.
Well, Sealer's not even listed as questionable.
Well, that's good.
Let me play our commercial break. Let me find it here.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts? Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef Drew's Catering, Miami-Dade area, Palm Beach area. Get his sweet treats and good eat.
Did you guys see Keith's post? I believe it was yesterday.
No, I don't think I did.
He was traveling up to Tennessee to see his fiance, and he had, I forget, some crab legs and something else wrapped up, and it was all wrapped in cellophane, and so he could take it on his carry-on. They pulled him out of line, cut everything open, and checked it to see what the heck it was.
Mhm.
Oh, man.
Oh my
But he
God.
showed the picture of them, and they were like, these almost round balls of whatever wrapped up and in his carry-on or in his backpack, and he got pulled down the line and had to go into TSA, and they cut everything open. And
Oh, my God.
yeah, go on and look at his post, because I mean, I can see why. They run him through the scanner, and it looks like bricks of drugs or something.
Yeah,
Leave it to Keith to,
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's comical.
That is too funny.
Oh, it was. I was laughing yesterday. I'm like, Keith, what are you thinking?
Oh my God, that's funny. It's only crabs.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Keith, that is definitely a Keith thing.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Just looking forward to a nice, relaxing day of NFL football.
And you got a good Sunday to be off. Game starts first one at 9:30 all the way till tonight.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! You know, on that game where the Buffalo game where Mostert lowered his head and they called it. They penalized him for that.
Yep.
He got fined over 18 grand, almost 19 grand for that.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to lower your head as a running back. You can't lead with the top of your head.
Yep.
They changed that rule like 3-4 years ago. If you lower your head, you're leading with the crown of your helmet. They're going to penalize you and fine you for it. There was another one. I forget who it was. Was it Denver or somebody? Guy got fined like 20 grand for lowering his head on a run. Supposed to keep your head up and lead with your face mask.
Who was it? Smith was fined for a horse collar tackle that occurred on Buffalo's first and only punt of the game. He got fined almost 9 grand. Poyer's fine was 11,000.
That's another thing people don't understand. This guy's getting fined constantly. So yeah, they make millions. Trust me, the NFL gets a lot of it back in fines.
Yeah, Mostert's fine was the second biggest around the NFL for Week 9, behind only the $22,500 fine levied against New England Patriots edge defender Keon White for a horse collar tackle against the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, go look at the NFL fines every week. There's a couple $100,000 in fines every week. And it still continues to happen. Horse collar tackles, leading with the crown of the helmet, blows to the head.
Yeah. I'm behind on my comments here. Casa Nostra, morning. Players' fines go to the Players Association, not the league. It's put into the healthcare basket. What Scotty said, which
means the NFL wants to make sure that all that stuff's covered, so they just keep fining people. They get fined for their socks, their uniform, not proper uniform, all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
The NFL's like, we're not paying for your health care. We'll just fine people. That'll pay for it. Because the Players Association doesn't fine them. The money just goes there.
Well, I think, Timmy's talking against the refs fined. I think we should start fining refs for some of these non-calls that really make the game change.
Well, that Cincy Baltimore game was definitely changed with non-calls.
I mean, we've seen them. We've all seen photos and pictures of these refs looking straight at some of these incidences going on and never throw a flag.
Yeah, and their excuse is always, well, there was a body blocking me.
And yet the photo shows no body blocking anything.
Oh, I know. But that's their excuse. I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you can't see it, then we need to put more people on the field.
Yeah.
You should have, to me, there should be 2 more people on the field at all times.
No. 15 minutes left in the show, fellas.
Yeah, not much to talk about because, we do the other shows and we cover all of it. But, looking forward to Monday night. And, hey, Maria's coming in.
Hey, Maria.
Trying to. She's in a bad area, probably.
Yeah, I see it circling. And it's funny because up where she lives and works, They're building like crazy. You would think they would have better service up there.
Well, as Miss Pamela stated in the Facebook, if they can't see it, maybe they need a different job.
Yeah, well,
We know how Miss Pam feels about these referees, and we love her for that.
absolutely.
There she is.
Hey,
Hi, Maria.
Hey guys, good morning,
What's up,
brothers.
Sis? Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
On your way to
Just
work?
another
Or?
day in the neighborhood. How's
You on-
everybody?
Good. You on your way to
Good.
work, or
I'm on my way to work.
kind of figured?
On my way to work.
Well, somebody's got to work and pay those taxes.
Yeah. This is the truth. How's everybody doing?
I'm
Good.
above ground and upright. Doll's still in bed.
Still
Oh,
in
look at
bed.
there. Miss Pamela decided to join us.
Hey, Pam.
What's up, Miss
Hi,
Pam?
Miss Pam.
Hey guys, hey Maria.
How
Hi,
you
sweetheart.
feeling, Miss Pam?
I'm doing okay. I'm loving Maria's earrings. I got some like that.
Hi, thank you.
Hello, fellers. How are y'all doing?
Fine and dandy.
That's good. I couldn't believe I was hearing my Johnny O talking about the referees. Mm-hmm.
They were
Mhm.
horrible at the end of that Thursday night game. I'm watching the game. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Throw the damn flags. Call the game consistently.
Yep. Well, that's what I say all the time, and they don't. And you know, there's multiple games. I was looking over Kansas City's schedule, and one of the games that stood out to me was the Cincinnati game. That was a direct win for Kansas City by the refs. I mean, I don't
Well,
know if y'all remember that game, but it was blatant and it was
yeah.
bad.
I like what Scotty says here. NFL should have a rep school year-round employment and the requirement to move up to college.
That's not a bad idea, but I'll tell you what, I don't think that it's that they don't understand, and I don't think that it's they don't see it. You know, we all see multiple times when a ref is standing right on the play. For example, last night, I think it was the Mississippi State Georgia game, and there was a pass called complete on the field, and they re-showed the play, and the announcers had like the referee, consultant say what he thought. He said it's clearly incomplete. You know, the ball slips through and hits the ground. They will reverse this. And then they took a really long time reviewing it. And the announcers were like, why is it taking them so long to see something we saw in 5 seconds? Well, they came back and said the call stands. I mean, you can't blame that on not seeing it. They chose. And it wasn't the right call. We see that a lot with the referee consultants in games. You know, I think it's intentional.
The referee
whatever
consultants
reason.
have nothing to do with the NFL anymore. They're former refs, so they're not going to tell you if something is, scripted or anything, but they're going to tell you an honest opinion. And unfortunately, you see that quite a bit where they'll say this and then they go, and then they're like, no, I don't know why they call it that way.
Right. I wouldn't say
My biggest thing, and I've been
say it
Go
again, Miss Marie.
Go ahead, Maria.
my biggest thing with the refs is, and it's bothering the crap out of me, is why Allen is still on the field and why Allen didn't get IR for 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Because he would not Buffalo would not be in the position they're in right now if he was off the field.
Well, and it's a huge point.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he would have been in the IR, but he definitely would have had to go through concussion protocol, which they didn't even do, and he was knocked down cold.
Which is 4 weeks.
No, it's not.
Which is 4 weeks.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The concussion protocol is not 4 weeks. It's only if they put him on the IR, it's 4 weeks. Concussion protocol can be gone through in a couple days.
Okay, so then he should have been put on concussion protocol. He was given smelling salt. He was out cold, and you put him in for the next play. I'm not understanding that.
Well, nobody
That
does.
is bothering the crap out of me.
Yeah, but then the national media didn't even really talk about it. It was like it wasn't
Because
even
it's
an issue.
Allen. Because it's Allen. It wasn't Tua.
That's
It
right.
wasn't the
And-
Dolphins.
Yep, that's right. And they absolutely, when that was a question with Tua, they absolutely went after our coach's job. I mean, Rex Ryan, who I despise so much anyway, he went for our coach's job. He shouldn't be coaching anymore. And I mean, they called us dirty. The national media, they went for us. And then they have to, it just dies down. They never came back and said we're wrong. They never did
No.
that. And with little Joshy, you know, he, like Maria said, he's out cold.
They gave
I mean,
him smelling salt.
jeez.
And they put him in for the next play. I'm not understanding that.
Not either.
No working.
I'm not either. I agree with you, Maria.
Well, that
And
is
I just feel Buffalo is the golden child. Buffalo and KC.
Yeah, I was going to say only behind KC. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're supposed to have people in the stands that are watching for this stuff and calling it in, saying, "Hey, they got to go into tent, go to start concussion protocol,"
Right.
and he's not like a light and nothing.
Nothing. And that bothers the crap out of me.
There's a whole bunch of things that happen for those teams, especially Kansas City, that you never see happen for anybody else. And I've
Well, the
said
same
it
thing
several.
happened with Mahomes last year. When his helmet, he went head to head.
I was just
Ripped
going to
his
say
freaking
it.
helmet out.
Yep. I was going to say that one, Maria. That's exactly where I was going. You said it for me. I appreciate it. That was the one I was talking about. He takes his helmet off. They basically get a free timeout. They're not charged a timeout. I've never, ever seen that. Ever.
No.
Well, it's like Scotty's saying here. What about Olave? The dude was put on the field every week after taking a concussion.
Yep.
He's had
There you
4
go,
concussions
Scotty.
this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not understanding it. And
Listen.
it's really, really pretty sad.
We could spend an entire show talking about the refs in the NFL. And I mean, look at last week's game. Mac Holland able to spot the ball. Nobody comes over to touch it, and they're allowed to run a play.
Yeah.
Insane. Right? Insane. How does
Because it's
that happen?
Buffalo. Because it's Buffalo.
And it's against the Dolphins. That's
Yep.
the problem. And you
Yep.
look at that game. We beat them 9 ways to Sunday in that game. We were the better team. And the referees come in and they decide the game again. And we were
Yep.
in Buffalo. I mean, you know, that I was proud of us in that game. I was proud.
Yep.
But the
Tua
mauling
played an
of the, in
amazing
the end
game.
zone, he did. Oh my gosh. He looked so good. And then did y'all see that? I guess you probably talked about it, you know, somebody's saying Tua shouldn't go back on the field. They should take him out for the rest of the season because our season's over.
Yeah.
You can't
A
pay
lot
him
of
$50
people
million
is.
a year and sit him.
Exactly.
And he's
And-
not going to sit.
And
There's
I'm
no
glad.
way he's going to sit.
And I'm glad. Our season's not over till we say it's over.
That's right. We still
How do
pay
y'all
their
feel
bills.
about the game tomorrow?
I'm saying we're going to win 34-23.
I like that.
33-30 Dolphins.
Nice. How about you, John?
I'm still not convinced. I think we lose another close one, like 27-24.
Okay. Miss Maria, you think we win?
I think we're going to win. I think Tua's pissed. I think
yeah.
he's going to go out and he's going to play a hard game. The only thing that makes me upset is all these freaking players that are not playing tomorrow.
Yeah. It's
like,
kind of ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I think we're going to win too. I know we don't play really well on the West Coast. I know that's an issue, but and definitely the Rams are getting players back now from health stuff, and like Maria said, we are out a lot of players, but
we're only out one player for this game as of right now.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were missing. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that haven't been in.
The only player we are definitely out as of right now is Jackson, our right tackle.
Right.
I thought they were talking about that Hill is going to be out.
No, Hill is questionable with a wrist.
He hasn't even practiced all week. But
that's fine.
He showed up to practice all week.
That's fine. That happens all the time. It could also, part of it can be veterans rest, and I mean, we're not going to know until the game starts, basically, on if he's out.
And Lord, I hope he's not out. But I think we're going to win the game tomorrow for sure. I think, like you guys
it's going to be a tight one again.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think it's going to be that tight tomorrow.
Well, I'd love it to just be a, fun and gun. I'd love to see Tua just go out there and have a game like he had against Buffalo. Yeah.
And destroy them.
And those people better, if Buffalo fans are bragging, they need to go, pat the refs on their back because they did not win that game because they were
not
better.
Honestly.
Nope.
Not honestly.
Nope, they didn't. Exactly.
And like John had said too, we really the coach screwed up by not letting them run that clock. They gave that ball back to him with too much time.
Yeah.
Joe Rist,
time.
Saying Joe Rist asking the Steelers back. As of right now, he's not even showing questionable. It's showing that he's playing. He full practice yesterday or Friday.
Right. Oh.
So, I mean, more than likely he should have a shield on, but it doesn't even say questionable on ceiling.
And he would have been the difference in that Buffalo game.
I think so too, yeah.
Even with the referees, he would have been the difference. But when does a player set a ball? I cannot believe
when the referees
what
say
they're
it's
allowing.
Okay.
It's just unreal to me. And as I was going to say earlier, I don't think there's some big conspiracy where this team is going to win and that team's not. But I think that the NFL has leanings and the referees lean that way. I don't think you can say watching the games and say that it's fair. And I don't like this statement that.
I would really love to keep going, but it's 10 o'clock and we got to shut down, folks.
Okay, Papa Paul. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace, love, and fins